Hi, this is Mandy with the Alva Public Library, and today I'll be reviewing Where the World Ends by Geraldine McCaughrean. This is a historical fiction book of an incident that did truly happen, and after I got done reading it, I Wikipedia, what happened? What really happened? And it turns out real life was way more depressing than this. This book gave it a happier ending. And so this is the book. It's historical but not totally true, but this did happen and it's quite amazing. This book is about Quill, and it takes place on the St. Kilda Island in 1727, which is off the coast there of Scotland, as you can see. And so it's about Quill and a group of boys, and I think there was 3 adults. Every year, the boys go out to this little island where birds migrate to, and they harvest the birds. They get several types, because back then they had a bird to make candles with, and some they ate. And in the back here they have pictures and little descriptions, so you can see, because they do mention the birds a lot, because that's the only thing on this rock. It's the rock and the birds, and shows them. So they use the birds for candles, meat, their feathers for pillows and stuff. So this is their big harvest once a year. And so the township always sends out a group of boys. So they harvest, I think it was for a month or so, maybe 2. And once that time is done, the boat comes back out to them and picks them back up and all their spoils of war, and they go back and sell them, and they survive for the winter, or live off the winter with that. But this year, things are different. They get to the island, and they've got a king, a leader, and everyone has a role. They're not quite hierarchy, but everyone has a job to do. And so the month of harvest goes by normal. They first get these birds, and then they get these birds, all storing up. They live in a cave, and they have a few supplies. Well, when the time's up they're done, and the boat should be heading back, the boat doesn't show up. Yay. And so I found it interesting. They immediately think the rapture has happened, and all the angels picked up everybody else, but they missed them on this tiny little island and had forgotten them. And so there's no one out there, and they're all that's left on earth, and they're stuck. I found that very interesting, that their mind immediately went to that. And so we have different characters, of course, in our group. We have the best friend, who's also kind of the rival. We have this small, very religious boy. And then, of course, one of the boys is a girl pretending to be a boy. Oh my goodness, so much drama there. And so we have all these different personalities. And it does get a little Lord of the Flies. If you've read Lord of the Flies, it's also about some boys getting stuck on an island, and they kind of end up killing each other and fighting each other. I've only watched the movie, and it was so traumatic. So there's another book if you want to read it. I'm not reading it, but it doesn't go full-blown Lord of the Flies. They do shun people and cast them out of the cave. Our main character, Quill, gets shunned out, but he has a very nice personality and knows how to work with guys, and so he eventually convinces them, or persuades them to let him come back. Or he's so nice, they're like, there's nothing wrong with you. Why did we cast you out? Come on, come back to the cave with us. And so that happened like twice he gets cast out. At least they're not killing him. And then, of course, one of the adults goes crazy and more drama. Anyway, stop spoiling it, Mandy. So this book is about their struggle, their mental struggle of figuring out what happened. Why are we stuck here? What can we do? There's no supplies. They can't get off. And winter's coming. So they do have the birds they've harvested, but we don't know if it's going to last. It's going to be really tight until the birds come back again next year. And so it's about just the mental struggle and the conflicts within the group and physically surviving this island. I highly recommend it. There was just one part near the end I was all like, no, don't do that, don't die, and like, why? I hope I didn't spoil too much there. Anyway, it was just a sad part I didn't like. I wish if you just skipped over that. And so, and the ending is really interesting, and I recommend going to Wikipedia or whatever source you want and look and reading up on the real events that happened there. And so I really enjoyed this book and would recommend it. Have a great day, and I hope you come by and check us on out. Bye.